What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are doing a song by an artist we've done before, but we haven't done them in a little bit. I'm bringing them back. We are doing Miss Taylor Swift, and we are doing the song Eldest Daughter with the lyric video, just so I can, again, keep up. It's a little bit easier for me. I know. I'm sorry. I can't process things that fast, and I need to be able to read them. I do better with that. So let's jump right into it and give a therapist breakdown. I love the piano. Literally my favorite.
Everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel like as of late, especially the term rage baiting. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of seeing that. And I get it. People want to piss people off because people are miserable in their own lives, and we're seeing that at such a significant degree. I feel like we're gonna see so many negative components and outcomes because of that. Just pushing negativity into the world, all it's going to do is push that and add to the cycle of negativity. One of my favorite philosophies that I live by is trying to add as much positivity in the world, because I refuse to add any more negativity than there already is, because there is so much, and it's so important. I know I'm only one person and I can only do so much, but it's so important to reflect and try to do that. And again, the opposite comparison that I absolutely love and think people should be focusing more on is hope core. That's awesome. That stuff is so cool, and I can't tell you how motivating hope core is for me. And again, everybody's so punk on the internet. Everybody's unbothered till they're not. Yeah, everyone's joking, trolling, memes. Everyone, until it becomes real for somebody else, everybody thinks everything's just jokes, and they'll hurt people in the process of doing so. And that's just heartbreaking, just to make it difficult for others, and just upsetting others simply just to feel better. That's never gonna stop. The apathy is just not being able to feel empathy towards other people, and just being a hateful individual, and it's just at the end of the day, that's gonna die out. Rage baiting and all that stuff. There's certain YouTubers and stuff who do stuff like that, and that eventually goes out. People forget about them, Yeah, they come in, they make their money, they do the things, but people forget. And I think that's why a lot of people are going to rage baiting, because it makes them feel seen. If they blow up on YouTube, if they do those things on TikTok, annoying people, because they might give them 15 seconds of fame. And reality, I know why it's driving that. It's because you want to be seen. You want to feel like you're heard. You want to feel like you're important. But in doing so and being able to drag people down is not the way to go about it, because just like the quickness of being seen, the quickness to be forgotten as well. So if you're thinking about doing that, be remembered for something good, because nobody remembers people for rage baiting or anything. All those YouTubers who were popular a few years ago, nobody remembers them. And even if they do, even if they were some of the other bigger ones, they're not popping off on YouTube anymore. They're barely scraping by. They're barely getting the views that they want to, and it's just not in, and it's just corny. It's just corny in my eyes. So she hit it right on the nose, especially with today's environment.
Everybody's cutthroat in the comments. Every single hot take is cold as ice. When you found me, I said I was busy. That was a lie. I have been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying.
Great use of words. Terminal uniqueness. I have been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. This is a psychological component or phenomenon that occurs that a lot of people are unaware of. This is like saying, oh, I'm different. My problems, therapy wouldn't work for me because my problems are unique. The things I've been through, things of all these things, that terminal uniqueness is that certain aspects or things that would help other people don't help me because I'm terminally unique. Love that she used this. A lot of people don't talk about this, and it's just a fact. It's a phenomenon that occurs a lot. It's just I don't need to do that. It's not going to work for me. It's just again, that closed-mindedness and affliction to working through it is going to be, again, just self-fulfilling prophecy.
Uniqueness, I've been dying just from trying to seem cool.
Yep.
But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators, but I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you now.
It's interesting too the way she, and I just remembered something too. Like I mean, I looked it up too. But terminal uniqueness. I just wanted to make sure that, again, I was spot on with that. It happens a lot in recovery too, but it's not only susceptible to only individuals in recovery. But I also thought this was interesting too, because it talks about like what did she say it? I'm never gonna let you down. So that stuck out to me because with the song being titled Eldest Daughter, there comes this idea of like eldest daughter syndrome, where there's like this perfectionism, this constant going to and constant needing to fix the problems. And it's sense there's a creation of like people pleasing actions and perspectives and ideologies that kind of come along with being eldest daughter. That's very common occurrence. So I just find it very interesting that that's kind of, again, just having to kind of go against the grain or be kind of play nice, and even in a world that's kind of cold and harsh, because, again, needing to seem perfected or perfect and holding their own in a people-pleasing way can be extremely difficult for an eldest daughter in that sense.
You know, the last time I laughed this hard was on the trampoline in somebody's backyard. I must have been about 8 or 9. That was the night I fell off and broke my arm. Pretty soon I learned cautious discretion. When your first crush crushes something kind. When I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie.
So again, like, she's telling herself things and she's reflecting on some things that she said and knew she didn't believe in her heart of hearts. And again, it's just the idea that sometimes we'll pretend that we believe a certain thing just because we were embarrassed or we went through something traumatic, and we're not being honest with how we actually feel. And those conflictions inside can definitely be processed and explored through the idea of internal family systems. That's a great practice theoretical approach to kind of work within those afflictions.
Believe in marriage, that was a lie. But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators, but I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you now. We lie back, a beautiful, beautiful time lapse. Ferris wheels, kisses, and lilacs, and things I said were dumb, 'cause I thought that I'd never find that beautiful, beautiful life that.
So again, there was that, like, limiting herself to find that connection because she didn't think she was ever going to have it, and it's like, again, like, if I'm never going to have that, so why see the beauty in certain things of life if I'm not going to have if I don't have that look, or if I don't get to have that experience, I'm going to refuse to kind of see the value in that. That's a very, very interesting take. I mean, I completely understand it too, and it's sad that she's gone through something like this, and felt alone to the point where, again, she pushed a lot of different things away simply because she didn't feel like she was going to ever have access to them. And again, this can be a very common occurrence, and heartbreaking, really. I definitely feel for Taylor in this capacity.
Never find that beautiful, beautiful life that shimmers that innocent light back, like when we were young. Every youngest child felt they were raised up in the wild, but now you're home. 'Cause I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage, and I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators, but I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you now. Never gonna leave you now.
All right. That wraps up Eldest Daughter by Taylor Swift. I like the song and in the different aspects it was talking about. This isn't my perfect type of music. I wouldn't probably listen to this a lot. I mean, this isn't just a song I feel deeply connected with, like just based on like the tune and tempo. Not my style, I guess, but not a bad song nonetheless. You know, like I think it just comes down to preference. You know, I really do like the topic she was talking about and how she was kind of pertaining to them. But again, it's very heartbreaking. It definitely feels kind of alone, and it's very, very sad. But I love how she was able to encapsulate that sadness into it as well. And just being honest with the conflictions that were going on inside. You know, a lot of the times we'll pretend to be something we're not. We'll intend to minimize how we're actually feeling about something just because we don't want to be honest with ourselves. And that's, again, the first step when it comes to being open in therapy or working through different difficult things. And she's just able to reflect that in her past. She's done this once or twice, a few times. But that wraps up Eldest Daughter. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Was there something I missed that might have been important or something you know about this song? Again, I'm not doing background information or anything. This is just taking it at face value. So if you want to share some information, I'm all open. I love getting new information. But yeah, so make sure you drop a comment down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you're subscribed as well so you can catch all the videos that are coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next video. See you then.